Hey you guys, so I just got this bookshelf cabinet thing for like 15 bucks at a yard sale, and I am going to repurpose it into a toy cabinet, something like that in my basement. We'll see what it turns out to be. But I just wanted to show you the before, so what it looks like, and I actually just glued on this little piece that I chipped off. It's about 6 inches long, and it got just came off during while we were moving it. So I'm gluing that back on, fixing up that spot with a little bit of wood glue. No big deal there. But my big debate right now is this trim here. So there's trim all the way around it, even on the back, except for right here. So I'm like, I'm going to be able to see all four sides of this when I put it downstairs. So I don't know what to do about this side. Because I'm like, if I put trim on it, I want it to match, obviously, the rest of it. So I'm like, should I just take the back one off? And then I could cut a piece to match it there? Or should I take it all off and put completely new trim on? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to end up doing, but we'll see. So that's my current debate. We'll see what I end up doing by the end of the day. This is good. I would like this project to take me a day. It's not going to. It's not going to at all. And then I also have to fix down here. Look at where it's not shaded. It's all chippied up. So I need to unchip that, and some of the nails are poking out. I need to put more finishing nails in there to keep it back on. See that? Where's it now? So yeah, this is my current project. I'll show you my progress. I love repurposing old things and making them useful in my home. I've decided on the trim. So I started doing one thing and I decided that was a bad idea. So, starting from scratch. Yeah, I can hear you. Hi. Okay. So I've taken the entire trim off the back, and I'm going to use these angles to do the corners and stuff like that. And then I'm going to just put a random piece of trim that I have laying around here on the back, so that way it all matches up. But nobody's ever going to see the back, so I don't really care. And I just want to make it work. I want to make it look good and work, but nobody's going to see the back, so I don't care if it looks perfect on the back. So there's the trim taken off, and I'm going to put this piece on here. See, that has already the edge cut, so I'm going to line that edge up with there, and I'm going to cut this straight off to line up with that spot, because you see how they cut it straight? There's not an angle like you should have on the back to line up two pieces of edging. So I'm going to cut it straight, and I'm going to sand it down to curve around the edge to hopefully I'll be able to make it look similar to what these curved angles are. So it'll take a little more sanding, but that's the plan. Here I have this piece on the side. I've got the edged piece on the back. It's okay, buddy. I've wood glued in between to help the seam not show. And then right here I have a big gap in the seam here of where I'm going to sand this down. Remember, I'm going to cut this off. So I cut this off here and then sand it down so it hopefully looks like all the other edges when I paint it. And I got my handy dandy Dremel here, and I'm going to cut this out and see if I can make it look like a pretty decent edge. I don't know. We're going to see. It's going to be painted, right? So it won't really matter in the long run, but I'm a little bit of a perfectionist too. Okay, so here's this edge all dremeled off. It needs to be sanded still, so I have a little bit of rough, so that way I don't sand off too much. But it'll look great once I'm done. And so now, since I've got my side all fixed, and it's glued and nailed, and all this back is glued and nailed on too, and there's my mismatched piece, which, as you can see after I sand it down just a little bit, it should actually match up really nicely to the other. Nobody will be able to tell anyways because it's on the back. But it's all nailed and glued, so I'm going to let this dry for a day and then come back tomorrow and sand it. Here is my toy dresser all sanded, and as you can probably tell between this video and my last, I cut off the bottom because I needed it to be about 3 inches shorter to fit in the area that I want. So that's what I did, just chopped it off. Who needs the bottom, right? And for chopping off bottom for the first time, I think I did pretty good. So here's that piece I added in. Looks pretty good. Like I said, it'll be in the back so nobody will be able to see it. It's got a little bit of dents in it still, but it'll be fine on the back. I don't even care. And it's in a closet on the back too. So that's what it looks like. Pretty excited. Got my painting stuff. Oh, I used some wood glue because there were some cracks here that I just wanted filled in, and I also filled in a whole bunch of nail holes too, so that way just fix blemishes while I'm at it. So here is the color that I'm going to paint it, and we were actually going to paint the trim in our shop this color, and then I started doing it. I'm like, no, this is not a shop color. So this is what we're using for the toy chest. It'll be good. Okay, are you guys ready to see the final product of my toy cabinet? Here it is. I just have it under the stairs in the little stair closet. I wanted to really utilize this space, so instead of everything being thrown in there, I really wanted it up on something, but I couldn't find anything that I loved. So after seeing this and discovering it would fit perfectly in this space, so even all the way back here, that's the edge that I finished, so you can see the seam there a little bit. It's not perfect, but it's good. But on the back here, on the back here you can't even tell where I added the other piece. Let me see if I can feel it. It's right here. It starts right here and goes to right here. So that's it. That's the piece that I added in the back. But it looks great and it is functioning well. And my kids, when I tell them to put away their toys, they can actually stack them on the shelf pretty decently. Thanks for watching this video, and I'd love a like and subscribe down below. If you have any questions, leave me a comment and I will get to them as soon as I can. Thanks.